So, how have the days of COVID been going in Chile? Well, we locked down like everybody else. Um, yeah, on one of the first days, I went to go shopping, stock up a little bit. I did notice that this was right when it all kicked off. I did notice the toilet paper section was noticeably stocked. I think they kind of took a look at them crazy Americans trying to kill each other over their toilet paper hoards and got prepared for it, but uh, it was all for naught because that wasn't really a thing down here, I don't think. But yeah, overall, it's different in different parts of the country, but there is a mask mandate, but it's only for public transit. I don't think it's necessarily mandatory for to wear masks in businesses, but there's almost almost like 100% mandates on that anyway. And then there's basically 100% compliance on mask wearing in the streets, even though it's not mandatory. So kind of sad to see, but they generally kind of do what they're told. So yeah, there's a lot of compliance with the masks. I actually kind of got in trouble once because I took the bus into town first thing in the morning and got off, and I had the mask with me, but I just didn't bother wearing it because I had been getting away with it for a while. So some uh, cops slash bureaucrats or whatever were sitting there waiting, like kept looking at people coming off the bus, and I didn't have a mask, so I got a finger wagging basically, and told I had to wear it. So, but that's where I confirmed it was mandatory on transit, but not in the street. Everything shut down. A lot of stuff shut down at the very least. Pretty much all restaurants did. One of my favorite places did not, though. So that was great. So I patronized them as much as possible. Um, Whenever I was in town, I went there because they were literally the only restaurant that allowed people to come in and sit down. At the doors, every place you walk into, just about every mall, every business, you have to. They do the little temperature thing, and then they squirt your hand with like sanitizer. Half the time, it's like this thick lotiony stuff. It's kind of disgusting. Masks, the biggest thing that pisses me off the most is the lines. I'm not sure if it's mandatory to have like reduced occupancy in businesses, but it probably is. I'm not sure, but pretty much every place has limited capacity, so everybody's lining up out the door, and so that's the biggest hassle for me, is just having to wait in all of these lines just to go shopping or run your errands. Um, in southern Chile, it's not quite as bad. Um, it's That's about the extent of it. Like what I just described is about the extent of how it impacts your life. The Santiago, however, is a different story. Different regions are kind of cut off from each other. So I mean, not cut off, but if you're gonna travel between regions, you have to go online and like get a little special permission thing, little QR code. Um, it would basically be like traveling across state lines. It's different regions, same thing. I did it once. They didn't even like check the QR code. It's all a big dog and pony show. But if you are traveling between regions, you gotta get approval. But yeah, the capital city in Santiago is a completely different story to the rest of Chile. It's like an escape from New York situation. I've got friends up there that are like, I mean, it's locked down. Like you can't go outside. Like to go out and like take a walk, that people actually have to go online and get a permission slip or little QR code, just like I did to go between regions. But they got to do that just to like go outside. Just to walk their dogs. Like there's a specific, pet walking permit, and you're limited to like two a day. So you got to get it online and then like print it off or have it with you when you take your dog out or whatever. I think you got to get one to like go get groceries, and there's limits on how many you can get. It's bad in Santiago, so that's not a place I feel like going to anytime soon. Um, but yeah, that's the long and the short of it. As I mentioned in the previous video, it's funny because there was the looting and burning that I mentioned, and the commie riots down here, and then this Corona stuff has sort of put an end to all that. They actually stopped. So I kind of wonder if the government actually has a particular interest in keeping the COVID hysteria going, just to keep the rioting and the looting and the burning at bay. But we'll see. We'll see how that actually pans out. But yeah, that's essentially how it's been going here. And yeah, hopefully it's going away soon. Most places are kind of backing off a little bit. Hopefully things are opening up where you are, and summer's coming up here in a couple months in the southern hemisphere, so ideally it'll be the same for us. So till next time, I will see you guys later.